All right, so Golf told me to check this cool, oh man, this cool Jeep that he bought a couple years ago.
So while digging in a basement of an old barn to look at an old Jeep, I found a motorcycle that I've been looking for my entire life.
That's the bike.
That's your WLA.
That's the bike. So no one believes me, but the plan is we're gonna ride this thing home. I don't think it's been ridden in at least 30 years, possibly 50 years. It's a 1940 something. Chad's gonna be here in a little bit. He's gonna tell us exactly what it is. I love it. It's a WLA. It's a motorcycle I've been looking for a while. This is the civilian version, not the military version. We're gonna take it up to the shop. We're over at #1 Cycles. This is the owner's personal collection, part of his personal collection. Let me show you guys a car that I will own one of these days. This is the Chubby Cobra Daytona Coupe. This gave the inspiration to the Dodge Viper. I will own one of these cars one of these days. Let's go load up, let's get this thing running. We are losing daylight. But the thing is, what makes a motorcycle significantly more dangerous of riding one that hasn't been on the road for a long time is there's just more things that could go wrong. And you know, if a tire pops, you don't just like, you know, 4 other tires, you just, you know, you die. So we did get brand new tires for this. Let's load this thing up and get to work.
So to give you a little bit of history about this bike, I was wrong about it being a civilian version. This is in fact a 1942 WLA, aka the Liberator, or the bike that won the war. I'll explain a little more about that later.
So we'll meet you guys over back at the shop.
Yeah, good.
But this bike was left in a junkyard over 50 years ago. And then 16 years ago, Gov, the owner of #1 Cycle Center, found it in that junkyard underneath the hood of a Thunderbird. He bought it and then hung it inside of his dealership for a couple years. It was later taken down and then stored inside of the basement of the barn. That's where I found it. It took a little bit of convincing, but I finally got the owner to sell it to me.
So here's the problem with this bike. One, I don't know how to ride it. I don't know what any of these things even do. I assume this is the throttle. I don't know why the light is facing me. That's the brake. Okay, that's the rear brake. That has not changed. This is the shifter right here. That leaves clutch and front brake. And then I guess this is the clutch. Now some of these bikes, I don't know when this was a thing, but some of them you actually you could adjust the timing.
Yeah.
Let's see if the battery's still good. Here's the big moment. No. So this is also kind of very different from the bike. This is, right side is oil. Looks like oil. This side is very empty. What do you think the game plan is?
We'll do some tires. We'll check some oil in it, get a charge in the battery, make sure it has some spark, and give her a couple boots, and hopefully it'll start up.
Do you know how to ride this? And then you gotta show me, you gotta teach me how to ride it.
Yep.
So this is Chad. Chad is a master bike and hot rod builder and can restore basically anything from any condition. He's basically the Aaron Kaufman of Pennsylvania.
New tire. Nothing like some brand new tires on an old bike.
Firestone.
One down, one to go.
That's right.
Working on a motorcycle that was made in the 40s is completely different than working on a modern bike, or even from the 80s. When you spend most of your time like Craig does working on modern bikes, you get accustomed to how things should work. That's why having Chad here to lend us a hand saved us hours, if not days, of frustration, because he knew exactly how this old Harley will come apart and come together.
First time.
I told Go, I don't care if I drive this thing home going to like 12 miles an hour. I'm driving this thing home. See how they grounded it up?
Yeah.
Craig, you see how they grounded the battery out?
I did with some wire.
Apparently that's how it was.
Balance that a little bit there. You got it?
Yeah. Do we need to grease this? Can we grease this? I'd feel better if this was greased.
It will definitely enhance the ride.
This is the ride enhancing piece, and it's pretty much stiff.
Let's see. Oh, this is supposed to go up and down? Or just go up?
Both. So, are we going to keep this amazing ground, or are we going to put a piece of wire on there like it's supposed to have with 2 eyelets?
Is that a thing we can do?
Yeah, because if you lose that going down the road, you're
gonna lose your brakes.
I'm gonna work on trying to pull that thing out. Forget you guys. It's been in a junkyard since at least the 70s. How'd them tires balance out pretty good? You got that photo shot right there.
It is dry.
Very dry. So I need to find leaded fuel.
Or
You
additive.
just need lead additive.
Should I reset it?
I kind of want to finish what this guy started, you know?
Finish some other man's
80 years ago.
legacy. Oh man, I just reset the trip.
I know they're similar, but like, why can't they look like this though?
So you're gonna take this and just give
And after a long time working on this bike, it was now time to see if this 80-year-old motorcycle will start after decades of being forgotten.
So that's to start it. We're gonna turn the throttle about halfway. You're gonna kick it 3 times. Whichever way you feel comfortable kicking. Right there. No. Not hard. One more. Just like that. Okay? We're gonna turn the ignition on. 1 click.
All right.
You're gonna kick it again.
3 times this one.
Just until it starts. Okay?
Oh, 'cause what you took choke off?
Choke
Chokes
on.
off.
Quarter
You want
throttle.
choke off?
Chokes off.
And now it's ready to go. It's supposed to be like that?
Yep. Keep this leg on the ground now. Put this foot up on and let the clutch out slow. There you go.
Now you might think that the hard part is done, but you would be wrong. Not only do I have to learn how to ride the bike, I also have to get comfortable enough to ride it home. But there's more about this motorcycle than what I told you. The Harley Davidson WLA was nicknamed the Liberator. It was the motorcycle that helped the Americans win the Second World War. The A in WLA stood for Army. That's why the WL were the civilian models. This little Harley Davidson was one of the most advanced and reliable motorcycles of its time, and they made over 88,000 of them to go into battle. But not all of them went into battle. Some of them were sold after the war as government surplus. Although we are not sure if this WLA saw battle or not, we are told that it fought a different type of battle. The guys at the Harley Davidson dealership refer to this bike as the Chitwood bike. Joey Chitwood was best known as a daredevil in the Joey Chitwood Thrill Show, and the inspiration to the legendary Evel Knievel. So as the story goes, this was one of his stunt bikes, which explains why the front brake and headlight are taken off. And our best guess of this light that's facing the driver was a speed light set to specific miles per hour to let the rider know he was going fast enough to hit the jump without looking down at his speedometer. So basically, all this means that hopefully my wife will fall back in love with me if I can make this thing home.
Let's shut it off and put some fuel in it.
Yeah, okay. There we go. Hopefully by the time I'm back, my whole pant leg is covered in oil.
It's gonna be.
Is Sean insane for trying to ride this bike back home?
I think he'll make it to the top of the 7 mountains.
Yo, Jimmy, you think he's gonna make this?
Honestly, I think he will make it. It's just gonna take a long time.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of filling the gas tank up, I'd say, but slowly but surely, I think he'd get home.
I think he can make it.
Really?
I don't know if he'll make it before dark. Think about how old the bike is. I might want to get an earlier start.
You think he's gonna make it the whole way back?
He's not making it home on that. He don't got enough of padding.
There's no way.
No way. Port Royal is the max.
I think he's gonna get determined. He's gonna do it. If the bike doesn't break down, he's gonna get the whole way.
Apparently there's a bet to see if I'll make it home. No, the bet is to see if I give up driving it home. I'm gonna get a little more road time in this thing on their closed course track, get real comfortable with it, and then we're gonna make the 3-hour trip long. I think 3 hours is what they tell us it's supposed to be. This might be a 8-hour trip. Sure, I made the shirt like 3 months ago. That's the same bike.
Yeah, it is.
Didn't even know I'd be buying this bike. Pretty cool jacket, right?
Should be a little more tassely.
Tassels on here. What's up, man? I am ready to check out my new jacket that I got. Just for the ride.
I hope that wasn't the last one. Some lady's gonna get mad.
I didn't know it was a lady's jacket. But all the guys' ones weren't like old looking. Doesn't look like a lady's jacket, does it? Craig, come on. I got you a matching one too.
I think that's why, is that why it's short back here so you can see your tramp stamp?
Oh no, I don't know. It's just for the thumbnail. Don't be polishing my paint too much. You're taking out the patina. This jacket's hot. Like in a bad way. We ready to fire it up? I think so. I don't do that first?
Nope.
Oh yeah, I kicked this thing 3 times. Retard it.
Okay.
Choke is up, half throttle, 3 regular kicks.
Back at the quarter.
Halfway choke. It should pop off here. Okay?
Do it again.
Off. There we go.
This light comes on, shut it down. That's your oil pressure right there.
Okay. If that one comes on, it's not charging?
Correct.
Okay. I don't think that's gonna work. I'll let you guys know who wins and who loses this bet.
Well, now you're going
Don't let
different
them
way.
cheat. No cheating.
You don't know.
How far you're
not gonna know who won or who lost. You don't know what they bet.
Well, right, they'll know. When I'm riding the world's best 1942 motorcycle, I wore the world's best motorcycle gloves, the 508s or the 507s, only at bikesandbeergear.com. Let's do this. As I started my trip on this bike that is as old as my grandmother is, there was a lot of things running through my mind right now. Like how much fun this was, how this connected me with riders from 80 years ago, how I'm so blessed to be able to experience something like this on such a beautiful day. But what did not cross my mind, and probably should have crossed my mind, was all the things that could go wrong on this bike from decades of sitting, and how every moving piece on this machine must work properly in order to keep me safe. The slower I go means less overall stress on the bike, giving me better odds to make it back. Also, in case of mechanical failure, I won't be around a bunch of other vehicles going 70 miles an hour that might run over me. Third gear, baby! My main strategy for getting home rested on one very important detail, and that is absolutely, under no circumstances, ride this bike on the highway. I'm not sure where my team is, but that's all right. I can't believe this thing has not been ridden in like 50 years, and I'm the first idiot to do it. And I'm loving every second of it. This is amazing. A bike from a different era. People lived a different life than we did now. Cars were different, there was no TV. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but the bike's making a metal noise. Not like an engine noise, but like a slicing type of noise. I'm honestly getting kind of concerned considering how busy traffic is right here. If something blocks up on this bike, I'm done. And I don't know where Craig is, but I keep on telling him to get behind me, but he keeps on going forward.
Are you still riding? Are you on 45?
Let me see it. I'm on the highway. I'm on 322.
Oh, you're on 322?
Yeah, my stupid comm system never told me to turn because it's not connecting to my phone for some reason.
If something happens, call me right away.
All right, give me a call.
But I'll give you a call when we're back on 322.
All right, sounds good. All right, so my GPS was giving me bad advice, and then when I say bad advice, I mean no advice, so somehow I ended up on the highway. So I guess we're doing this on the highway now. Now I'm in third. All right, so every time I go on a ride, I'm riding something sketchy or riding something really cool like this, or any ride, you always want to give a prayer. You always want to say a prayer out to God. And my prayer normally sounds a little something like this. Dear God, thank you for this beautiful day. Thank you for my family. Thank you for all the blessings you've given to us. Thank you for this amazing motorcycle. Please keep it running. Please keep it safe. Please keep the cars away from me. And please get me back home. Amen.
I'm reminded of a Bible verse, Philippians 4:8. Finally, brethren, whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is of good repute, if there is any excellence, and if anything is worthy of praise, dwell on these things.
You find some guy with a 1960s motorcycle. Look at this guy, Mr. Rockefeller, this brand new motorcycle. How do you like your electric start, Einstein? There's the Harrisburg Statue of Liberty. Check it out. It's like 18 feet tall or 20 feet tall. No one, for like years, no one knew who put it there or how they put it there. Hey Siri, play a podcast. How you like them apples? Yeah, baby! Not getting to my pant leg yet, but if you look over here, it's definitely covering the right side of the tire. It's coming out of the exhaust, so maybe I'll take my right hand turns a little bit slower. How fast was I going back there?
You're anywhere between 35 and 40.
It's not bad.
I want to get the speed limit in there.
There we go. I heard something dragging. It sounded like a jackhammer, but I couldn't see anything. All right, which way do I go, Craig?
Hello, hello. Anybody on this thing? I don't know where he is. Close enough to the shop. We're in Lancaster County. All right, so Chad just called. He's probably wondering where we broke down at or where Sean gave up at.
Hello.
Yo.
Did you make it?
Well, we made it. We're back at the shop. We got separated in traffic. He hasn't called yet, so I'm guessing he's still coming.
So you made it the whole way?
Yeah.
He made it past Port Royal.
He made it past Port Royal.
Well, that's because you didn't get past Port Royal.
Oh my gosh, is that him? Here he comes. He made it. He just...
Looks like I did it. Whoever bet against me, who bet?
I got Chad on the phone.
Hey, Chad, we did it highway the whole time. Oh yeah, the kickstand started falling down, so I blame you for that one. What time is it?
It is 3:40. What time do we leave up there? Like 11:30?
5-hour trip.
Yeah.
It's not bad. We made it home. This bike's amazing. And don't forget to subscribe.